Hello and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the Toolzall Pro Electrician. This is made by Crescent USA, and it's an offshoot of the bear&sons 155 series model of multi-tool released in the mid to late 90s. This particular one has a special tool head, which is a wire stripping type of plier head. So this has a couple of interesting features about it. It's got outside accessible locking tools and levers that allow us to unlock the tools, or if you want to pull out another tool to unlock it, you can. It's a little bit different than the bear&sons version, slightly different tool set, and also spacers. Now there's variations in the spacers. Some of them are plastic, some of them are full out metal, as I found online and in the research. Here on the table we can see the Toolzall pouch, the tool itself, and the original case that it came with the user manual inside of it. This is the literature and what it came in, and literally came in brand new from the eBay bid that I did on it, and it has 21 different tools. You can kind of read this. You want to pause it, read all the stuff that it has on here. We'll list that later on too as well. But so let's get to the tool here. So here's the tool. We have this pouch, which is flat, never been used. It's got Velcro here. You can slide the tool inside like this, like so. Brand new, right out of the box, and closes up just like that. And on the back, we have a belt loop, pretty big one, so you can put in probably a 2-inch or 1.5-inch belt on this. Standard for its time, although now you can probably find a better type of pouch for this. So let's go to the tool here, and we can see on the front we have Toolzall Pro Electrician, Crescent USA over here, and on this side we have the ruler markings in centimeters and millimeters, and in inches on this side here. We have two levers on the outside, which is the distinct look of this type of model. A very nice patent feature. It's patent number, let's see if I can find it on here, US patent 5697114 USA, says it right here on the spring. And let's go over the outside tools here. Important to note that this has plastic spacers here. Some models will have a metal spacer, complete metal. So that is indicative of the bear&sons 155 series. Some of them might have a plastic spacer, some of them might have a metal spacer. So it's varied, especially with the Electrician Pro. I've seen pictures online with the Electrician Pro, and it has metal spacers up here. But we can see these T10 Torx head screws, I believe. I did have to tighten this one up a little bit. It did seem to slip out with some of the tools coming out initially, so I did a little minor repair on it, and it seems it's very dialed in, very like a fraction of an inch basically, to get this the right tension for the tools coming out without them flying out or being too hard to pull out. So on this side, we'll start with the Phillips head screwdriver. Now this is a true Phillips head screwdriver. Looks like a number 2 to me, and it's got a nice thick shank here, pretty good to get out. You can either pull another tool out to unlock the spring in the bottom or push the lever gently. I don't recommend pushing it too hard. You could break it potentially. I like to be gentle with my tools, although I do use them quite a lot. We do have a can opener here. It does lock out as well, both sides. And this was the side that was giving me trouble before. It did come loose with a little bit of vibration on the screw, so you might have to kind of secure it somehow, but it looks like the screws are holding up the Torx heads with the retention of the spring in the metal. And here's our lever here. We can pull that out a little bit so you can see that. If you see a little bit of oil, that's me from using CLP on here. On this side, we have the saw here. Pretty aggressive saw, brand new. And that is it for this side of the scales. Let's go over to this side. We have a combo tool here. This is a straight edge clip point and a serrated blade on the inner portion here. Then we have a slotted screwdriver, as you can tell right here, and a lanyard holder right here. Again, it's pretty oily from my over-oiling of the tool. Not the best, but it does get the job done. On this side here, I have to pull up the spring tension releaser for the smaller slotted head screwdriver with a little bit of a chisel edge here. And then finally, we come to the file. This is a 3-sided file, and we have single hatching a tooth section here. It doesn't run the entire shank of it, if you will, or the from back here. It just runs from probably the third up. So we have a crosshatch section here, and that is it for the outside tools. I might have to adjust the Torx head screws on this a slight bit to get them come out a little bit more. And let's go ahead and open it up. What I like about this one is that the spacing behind the bypass cutters here, very small, but they do open up to an okay size, maybe to about, I want to say 12 gauge stranded. You probably cut that. Maybe 14 gauge is where you'll be comfortable cutting it down here in the little notch. It does cut better than the other Toolzall tool that I have, and that's probably because it's a lot closer. There's no play in the plier heads up at the top here. It's pretty much straight on. The needle nose is at the top here. You can see that, and it has a little bit of a back portion of the teeth, which actually contacts, so it never really fully closes on the teeth. It closes on the contact point back there, which is kind of interesting. We have 20 American wire gauge, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10 gauge. And in millimeters, that's going to be 0.80, 1.0, 1.3, 1.6, 2.0, and 2.6. And that's marked on both sides. We have the screw in the center for aligning the pliers. This appears to have some kind of Loctite blue material on it. Not sure how well that's going to hold up over the years that's been in the case there. So it appears to be moving a little bit with this. But it does open up a wide portion, and the break-in is pretty resistive. I have to pretty much give a little bit of force there to close this up. So I don't know if that's due to the Torx head screws being at a certain level of tightness or just the design initially. But straight out of the factory, it seems like it's working decently. And we have our wire benders here on the other side. So let's go ahead and get some wire here just to test out the cutting. I suspect this will be a little bit better to cut than the other Toolzall Electrician one that I did a review on. So go ahead and do a small cut here. And that cuts really nice and cleanly, as you can see. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of wire stripping. So my wire stripping skills aren't that great. I know probably for 14 gauge stranded, you want to be on the money here at an angle. And then you can pull and strip out. What I like to do is kind of cut it on an angle. And if I can, I try to use my fingernails to pull so I don't score the copper, or reduce the chance at least. And the cutting there did not score the copper, so at least the cutting part didn't score it, but if you pull on it, you have a chance of scoring it potentially. So the cutting of the stranded wire looks pretty good. I don't have a solid wire to cut, unfortunately, but that is one example of a tool being used here, and it does a pretty good job. I can't really complain. If you want to bend your wire, I guess we can do a bending thing here. Not that it would be practical to do that with stranded wire, probably not, but I'm not an electrician, so I don't know. And that is the tool set of the Toolzall Pro Electrician. I might have to dial in the tension on the Torx screws here just to keep things from coming out. It does have good retention right now, but just be aware over time when you use the metal and it winds down, you'll have to readjust your Torx head screws here to kind of compensate for that so they don't come out loosely. But overall, it's working pretty good right now, and it's something I want to add to my kit. A very interesting piece of kit from Crescent USA, which is a subsidiary of bear&sons. Again, the bear&sons variant has a different blade on it, I believe, and a different tool set. Slightly different tool set, I should say. And this one seems to be at least a good quality control one, if not decent right out of the box. Just a little minor editing on the Torx head on this side. When I was using it, the tension on the screw kind of came undone, and it like flailed these out loosely. So the way it works is on the spring here, it's being pushed together, and that gives you the tension that prevents it from coming out too easily, but you don't want it too hard where you have to struggle. Like on this side, it's a little bit harder than this side. So that's an important thing to note with these older type tools. You might have to adjust it a little bit. But that's all I have to say about the Toolzall Pro Electrician from Crescent. Let me know what you guys think. It seems like a fantastic piece of kit to have in your multi-tool lineup. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your day.